Okay, so I don't know what the fuck we're looking at right now, but that's the White House apparently. Clearly staged because, I mean, it's the White House.
There's the president being escorted. The president being escorted out
Either
one
that or it
side.
must have been
The
like an
vice
insider
president being escorted.
person, right? One of his own people. So that would, if I watch a video like this, White House member, outraged at White House member, or one of his buddies or something, that would make a lot of sense. Just like how Hitler had back in his day, like he was about to be GG'd by his own people.
There's the president
That's
being
also
escorted. The president being
that's how I
escorted out
imagine,
one side. The
Trump
vice
going
president
out.
being escorted.
One of his own. But somebody getting passed through. Somebody getting passed through White House security, that whole ordeal. That's not very likely.
There's the president being escorted. The president being escorted out one side.
Because think about this. This is at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. So that's where all the news people are, right? So really what this is the White House is trying to threaten reporters and news members. So that's what they are. And that makes way more sense, for Trump to want to target people talking shit about him, right? Or not shit, but the muckrakers, What we're looking right now is at Muckraker 2.0. I don't think we shot them back then, but apparently we're shooting them now. But that's what we're at, So good for all the reporters, like Caitlin Collins from CNN, for example. I think she's hot, so that's the one that immediately comes to mind. But, there's others. There's others for sure. Definitely keep in mind the press and the Palestinian reporters, too. Always remember those guys. And women. I call people... I'm from California, so I call everyone guys. Let's continue on. Yeah, because that's crazy. Evacuated after... What? Is there audio?
זאת ג'באליה, זה בית החולים האינדונזי.
We're standing inside the Washington Hilton Ballroom where President Trump was escorted off stage moments after the White House Correspondents' Dinner got underway. This is the main aisle where we saw Secret Service agents rush to the only aisle to go and evacuate the president, and many members of his cabinet were interspersed.
So actually, it's kind of hilarious how calm she is.
Throughout the room during the dinner, many
So good
of
for
them
her.
sitting at tables. Right now, we do know that there was a shooter confirmed. Our colleague Will Pulitzer, who
Yeah,
stepped
I
out
mean,
of the witness
that's just hilarious. So
firing
good
randomly
job
last
on them.
earlier.
Cool
And right
and
now, the
everything.
president is law enforcement. What are ANSY's
tell you, I was sitting next to Caroline Levitt, the press secretary's husband.
And check that out. Fox News is already in on it, already doing their thing.
He was
That's just
one of
sad.
our guests. He was seated right next to me, and
I've got
right as the dinner was starting, the national
I won't go off topic this time. Let's see. Oh, security footage. Interesting. So they're saying that they ran through, and then that's how they got in. Okay.
Shall I post it as soon as he passed down?
18, go for Lieutenant Hudson. You monitoring this there?
Says a lot, even his version, there's two ways. It's a hoax, which, it's very likely, or, legitimately people are running into the White House like this. So it should be very concerning. What kind of environment is the government creating that encourages people to do speed runs through the White House, for mass shootings or whatever. So that's really what they should be asking themselves. They can't stop people from behaving this way, but they can definitely change the behavior that is causing, this behavior to begin with.
And we looked at all of the conditions that took place tonight, and I will.
I need a new ballroom. Yeah, that makes no logical sense. I want to see. There's a video of. That's funny. He fell. I hope it hurt. That's funny. That's fucking hilarious. No, what was I saying? No, I want to find the video where there's like a video of what's her name, Caroline or something. I don't know, Lion Caroline, or I don't even know what she. I mean, no, that's her nickname, right? There's a video where she's like, "Shots will be fired." It's like, yeah, she's a psychic now. I want to see if I can find it.
Congresswoman Jacobs, hey, so if I were Donald Trump, what would you say to me right now?
Resign or we'll impeach you.
Thank you. Congresswoman Jacobs, hey, so if I were Donald Trump, what would you say to me
Always
right
got
now?
to support our
Resign or
local
we'll
representatives. She's from San Diego. Sarah Jacobs.
I just want to go.
Oh, she was there too. The magician.
I just want to go find
I want to just quickly tell you, I was sitting next to Caroline Levitt,
there you go. That
the
one right there.
press
Caroline
secretary's
Levitt.
husband.
I think that's her.
He was one of our guests. He was seated right next to me, and
Told me right as it started, you need to be
right
very
as the dinner was
safe.
starting. The national anthem
That's
happened,
sketchy.
and then he kind of leaned over and said, "I watched you on TV. You do a great
Call
job.
drops,
You need
wow.
to be very safe."
They're not
he
even
was
good
very
at
serious when he
covering
said
up
that to
their
me,
thing.
and he kind of looked around the room and
They
he
leak
said,
so much. It's like
there are some.
Sounds like we lost Aisha's phone there. And this happens, by the way, especially when you have so many people attempting to utilize the same cell service at the same time.
But let's remember, that's one 31-year-old. This country's filled with 31-year-olds, and it's not even just 31-year-olds. There could be an older person, there could be a younger person. But
it's Rothschild Zionism. Anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism. Not that anti-Semitism means what we think it does.
So
Zionism is not about Jewish people. It is a political system, a political philosophy. At its core, it is a secret society putting its agents in places of power. How many people know this? How many Jewish people around the world are protesting, have organizations created to protest against Zionism? Zionism and Judaism are diametrically opposed. Zionism is state-organized terror. How many times do we see this in the newspapers? Never.
Nails for you, baby. If I gotta get down and
I
crawl.
see that stuff live right there.
And when you get ready to move in the fullness of God's anointing,
She
you've
needs an
got to
exorcist.
conquer positionally anything that would be over you. If you don't pull down the stronghold, it doesn't have to be everything, but the devil can have one area of your life. And if you don't get victory in that one area, he will hold you back, because positionally you have to conquer. That's what a stronghold is. The devil has a
Trust me, bro, it's
stronghold
totally a
on you,
performance,
and you
because,
can
you
prophesy,
see-
and
you
you can
see
have
the
money,
way,
and you can be good looking, and you
I
can have
rant on
favor.
sometimes,
But if
and
you've got
honestly,
one
it's kinda
area
fun
that
to
the
do.
devil's
You get
got
your
you,
music,
you won't
you got
be
your
able to
beat, you
move
got
into
your
the
audience,
fullness
right?
of the anointing. And until you get
fuck it,
salted,
you keep
you won't
talking
be
just
able
like
to
she
have
is
that
talking
anointing
right now. You
released,
keep
because
talking
you'll be
and
too
talking,
sensitive to go in the gutter to get the glory of
and say
God.
whatever random
But God
shit you
said
want,
He's raising
boom.
up some people
Getting yourself,
that
and
aren't
that's
so
what she does. And like
sensitive,
you even,
that aren't
I
so
even
weak,
walk around
that
the
aren't
same
so
way. It's a lot of fun.
sissy. Oh
Try
my goodness, I
sometimes.
wish I could preach it like I was.
It's a lot easier with an audience.
Don't you let this dress fool you.
Have an
Don't you
audience.
let
It's fun, honestly. Okay, what
I'm
else are we
convinced that
looking
the
at?
average anti-vaxxer mom who gets all of
Mixed
her
opinions with
information from
this,
her phone while sitting on the
not- he's
toilet
right. You know,
knows
they
more
do
about
get there.
nutrition and pharmaceutical
Opinions
products
from
than
sitting
the
on the toilet.
average doctor. This is because doctors don't learn anything about nutrition, and all of their education
too.
on
Most of it
pharmaceutical
is
products
exactly- yeah,
is
they don't do
actually
the
just
nutrition
sales
stuff.
training.
So, I think we can learn a lot from younger people, honestly. I mean, weather modification. I mean, hell, you know, with your president being a rapist and the Epstein files, you know, that, I mean, that's, I'm giving that more of a 50-50% now. So let's give it a follow for follow.
President Trump, thank you, President Trump, and thank you for updating us on the suspect earlier. President Trump, thank you, President Trump, and thank you for updating us on the suspect earlier. Were you aware of any threats? Was your team aware of any threats beforehand?
Dude, this is totally like a game show. This is totally.
I guess. I mean, these people they're crazy. They're crazy, and you
that's
know, you
true.
never
Because
know.
look, now he's got
He's
his little
very far
speech,
away
and
from
now
me.
he feels like he did something important when he literally
we had resources.
Tuck and covered.
It's really nice. No, it's really nice. I mean, Greece has been very supportive. Actually, Greece has been terrific. He's a terrific guy. Because he understands the importance of it. You know,
wow, I don't
oil
know
goes
a
up a
person.
little bit.
Actually, I do know a person.
I was the one that had,
with that very
down to
similar
$60
name,
a barrel.
But Greece. That's funny. Actually, a girl's name or woman's name, you know, not a guy's name.
Attention. Were you or a loved one diagnosed with Parkinson's? If you ever were
up to the altar and with your Apple Pay, this is the Holy Bible. The Holy Bible is a 5-year art project.
That is funny.
It's a study on the rise of nationalism and how Trump is.
Yeah, toxins are everywhere. What is this video about? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Abuse and trauma, neglect.
Darkness and dust, quiet shadows are dancing out, asking for my hand. I'm hanging on. I'm
Kind of curious, actually. Because I don't remember crying or anything when I, you know, so it's like.
shadows are dancing out, asking for my hand.
I don't know. I would argue it's slightly different, maybe that because you know the kids are being kids. You know they're with their peers and they're just kind of like whatever, and then they see a parent and then they start crying. So I'm just kind of wondering, you know, is it really the daycare or is it that the parents are triggering something? I don't know. The way I see it is they see a parent figure and they start crying. So the parent is the actual trigger. In my opinion. So to me it's more like the children are chilling and having chill time with children, but like they see a parent, they start crying immediately. I think what's actually going on is that the parents are the ones causing the bad environment, which is actually a significant portion, I think, psychologically speaking. And, you know, they see the parent and they're having a fun time with the kids, and it's like, oh, I see a parent. I don't get to chill as much as... You see what I mean? Because, like, the kids... Let's go back to the video again. You know, the kids are doing their fun activity, right? And they're, like, into it. No, like, seriously, think about it. They're They're like, really, well, maybe not this one. She disassociated a little bit. Because they're watching too. But they're not being expressive. See, that's the worrying thing. You know, they're not being entirely expressive. But you know, you look at them; they're playing, right? They're playing as you would expect they should be playing. But they start crying immediately. Oh, I see exactly what is going on. No, this isn't actually. It's actually the opposite. So these kids, what they're doing is that they're actually copying the parents because when the parents leave, they're fawning. That's what they're doing. Because like when the parents leave and they come back, you know, maybe a small errand, right, or something, the parents pretend, they do the whole, oh, I'm so excited to see you. So what the kids are doing here is that they're actually copying the parents who are pretending to be excited to see them. So that's actually what you're doing. Now think about this. You're a kid, right? And it's, first day. Oh, okay, these are first day. That makes it a little different, I think.
Darkness and dust,
No, I don't think it's actually being reflected. What's being done to them in the moment. I think it's more a reflection of an attachment. You know, can these kids handle being by themselves alone or not? That's what it really comes down to. You know what? I see what this is. They're actually happy, if anything. It's just the overwhelm of like, oh, I haven't, I've been away, and I mean, I would assume that they like the person they're running to, right? So what I'm actually seeing is emotional dysregulation here. You know, like that right there is saying like, oh, come hold me or something. That's what that's showing right there. I want to see it again. Yeah, I'll probably be doing like child development or something at some point. I think it's just overwhelmed, you know, like, you know, they get dropped off and they're like, what the fuck am I doing here? And they're like, okay, there's other people like me here, you know, other kids. So then they get distracted and whatever. And then, yeah, I think it's like some kind of like delayed processing where like they don't even realize that they missed someone until they see the trigger again. So I think that's what we're really seeing. So I don't actually agree with this. If that's what it's talking about, toxic. But let's see. The adjust part I agree with. The comply. Okay, well, now that I reread it more specifically, their reasoning, and that does make more sense. Because that's something. Because I see it, and that's one on one. That's important. But that is the reason why maternal leave is important. Kind of having flexible jobs, right? So you could this becomes an option if you believe in this approach or not. I'm very curious, like what is going on? Because they're right there, they're into it. Right? They're playing, they're sorting, they're doing their thing. And that is kind of behavior that we want. That's normal, right? Honestly, I think they're just mostly happy to see a loved one again. Obviously not understanding, like, why am I here in the first place? So I think that's actually what the crying is about. Like, why am I here in the first place? So what they really need is like a transition to show, because